You may be questioning your relationship with your Caucasian friends, because inadvertently some of them are showing us who they really are by worshiping this guy, by creating alternate realities of what he said or what he was or what he truly did. So, put people in seats accordingly. I personally am not going to ever associate with people who promoted or support racism. Period, point blank. That being said, I want us to focus on the good people that are in our lives more so than the bad. Because there are good people of all races, okay? And that's the message I want to put out here today, because we got to stop feeding into this negativity. If you vibrate low, you're going to stay in that muck, in that mire of talking about this guy and smoking a TK pack and talking about all the things he said and these things were hurtful. So what? People say hurtful stuff all the time. I'm not saying that what he said didn't matter and he shouldn't have been said. However, you already know how these people feel about you. It's not a surprise. He just said the quiet parts out loud. And now people who are siding with him and showing this collapse of sympathy for him, you know where they stand. See, look at the good in this. The good in this is people are outing themselves. And you can figure out who the good people really are. Right? Because let's face it, black people are the most compassionate people on this planet. All kinds of things have been done to us and still are being done to us to this day. And we still find it in our heart some level of compassion. We still find it in our hearts to have some level of empathy. We still say, you know what? We didn't want that to happen to that man. That was horrible. We don't want to see nothing like that happen to anybody. But where is that type of same empathy and care and concern when it happens to us? It never is. So quit expecting it. Okay? What we need to do is we need to expect it from us. We need to come together collectively with us. We live in a country where this still is a problem in 2025. And I'm not going to get caught up on that, because I actually happen to know people of all different races that are good people, that are good quality human beings. Doesn't care about their skin color, their job, their level of money. They have good character. They're solid individuals. And people of like minds and of same cloth, we need to link together. And black people, the power that they have over us is that we're divided against each other. But one thing I want to note, since this person has gotten taken up out of here, there's been less violence against blacks. Have you noticed that? Less violence against black people. Maybe we waking up. Can't keep hurting each other, because they letting us know who they are. They're out here talking about white men fight back. White men fight back. And people are like, who are you about to fight? Who are you fighting? One of your own did the deed. The level of delusion, the mental gymnastics that they have to go through to come up with liberal left hard did this. Even Pierce Morgan is out here putting out divisive, hurtful, very bad rhetoric saying he had liberal ideology. How? He lives in a Republican state, in a Republican household. They donated to the Republican campaign. Everybody around is Republican. And the boy is not even talking. To Tyler Robinson, he ain't even talking. And his roommate is straight snitch. He telling it all. He telling everything he can tell. But if you peel back the layers there, and we can do another video on that, there's a who's the guy that is accused of killing John F. Kennedy? I forget his name. If not, he ain't even important. But Lee Harvey Oswald. This might be another one of them situations. I think little boy is a patsy. because some things are not adding up, and we can do another video on that. But if you know about firearms and things of that nature, some things just ain't adding up. Some things just ain't adding up. A little 19-year-old, however old little boy, 25-year-old boy, a sharpshooter, one shot. Come on, y'all. That got sniper written all over it. But anyway, like I said, another video. What we want to focus on here is the good people of the world. You are one of those good people. You continue to spread your good message. You continue to do good. And let me tell you this, because people have forgotten this. Like I said, the level of delusion and the mental gymnastics that is going on to try to capitulate us into, you know, sympathizing and empathizing with this issue. We can do two things at the same time. We can feel sorry. We can feel sorry and we can wish it never happened. But we also say, hey, when you put out hate, you get hate back in return. You know, everything you put out in the universe, you're going to get back at you. Simple as that. But what I want us to focus on is this. And I'm going to get off of here. God is in control. You know, if you've been watching the skies and watching the numbers and looking at, you know, the retrogrades and the portals that are opening, these things were predicted to happen. We just didn't know it was going to be to this intensity. But America is showing its ass in so many type of ways. With the Charlie Kirk assassination, with the white woman snitching on the South Koreans, and South Koreans got their people to fuck up out of here, saying we don't even trust y'all because we know they'll disappear, and y'all try to harm them and put them in alligator Alcatraz and cost that state, Georgia, billions. Same thing happening in Kentucky. Racist ass tariffs. A whiskey company got all the liquor on their shelves because Canada won't accept no shipments. Losing millions. Millions in inventory just sitting there rotting. So, what we surmise here, racism pays, because Charlie Kirk was making $26,000 in 2016, and he was worth $22 million at the time of his death. Racism pays, but racism also costs, because South Korea pulled the fuck out of Georgia, and that whiskey company is left holding the bag on their liquor that would normally ship to Canada. So keep it up, y'all. You're doing a good job. Good job. And white and black people, while we sitting back and we watching, the quietest part doesn't need to be said. But you know what you need to be doing. Right? We've all said it. And guess what? We're doing it. I don't need to say nothing, because we're doing it. We're doing exactly what we need to do. I don't need to get on here and spit no rhetoric about bring it, you'll get your ass beat. No, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't saying none of that. We ain't saying none of that. This is the year of FAFO. That's all I'm going to say. So good people, salute to you. Breathe in the positive. Breathe out the negative. Because God is still in control. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening to me. I had to make some content today because he's my what you want to call him, unelected manager is on me. He say, Tanaya, stay on it. Stay on it. You're doing a good job. But be busy. I be so busy, you know. What I want to say too also is shout out to my sister Tamika, sending up prayers for her. Lord, please keep her in your prayers. Lord, please keep your healing hands on her body. Touch her mind and her heart and her soul. Comfort her, Lord, because she is a believer. She loves you, Lord, and we trust in you. And we know that you can do all things. We know that you can do all things. You're still in the blessing business. You're still in the healing business. And everybody standing in the need of prayer right now, we send out a special prayer to you too. But God is good all the time. And what? All the time, God is good. All right, good people. Focus on the good. Excel out the negative, okay? Breathe in the positive. Sell out the negative. Focus on your tribe of good people, and you know what you need to be doing. I don't need to give you no more instructions. I've given them all over the years, but you know exactly what you need to be doing. All right? Take this message, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Peace. Oh, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.